Hello everyone, and welcome back to this new video. This will be the first in a series of videos dedicated to our solar system. We will begin by talking about the closest celestial body to us, our fascinating natural satellite, the Moon. But how much do we really know about this celestial body that accompanies us every night? Let's find out together. How did the Moon come into being? George Darwin put forward the first modern hypothesis on the formation of the Moon in 1879. He suggested that the very rapid rotation of the still-forming Earth would have caused some of its material to be ejected, thus giving rise to the Moon. A later hypothesis on the formation of the Moon suggested that it might have been captured by the Earth's pull and that the Moon had originally been an independent celestial body. The most widely accepted hypothesis in the astronomical world at the moment is that the Moon was formed through a large impact with the Earth some 4.5 billion years ago. This impact, the theory suggests, may have occurred with a Mars-sized object called Theia, creating a vast amount of debris which, thanks to the force of gravity, subsequently condensed to form the Moon. In this video, we see NASA supercomputer at work in a reconstruction of the event that led to the Moon's birth. Be that as it may, the Moon is there and enables life on our planet. But we will see this later. Why does the Moon look like this? How is it that the Moon, being so close to the Earth and in the so-called habitable zone of our solar system, is morphologically different from our planet? The Moon is full of craters due to asteroid and meteorite impacts that have hit its surface over billions of years. Moreover, its small mass compared to the Earth does not allow it to hold an atmosphere, and the absence of an atmosphere also causes wind and rain to erode its surface on Earth. This, however, has preserved the lunar landscape as we know it now over the centuries. On the face of the Moon, observable by terrestrial telescopes, there are about 10,000 craters. But the Moon is not so small. It is even bigger than some planets called dwarf planets such as Pluto. In fact, the Moon's diameter is about 3,476 kilometers, while Pluto's is only 2,377 kilometers. Its surface is characterized by light regions called highlands or plateaus that are elevated several kilometers above the seas and have reliefs as high as 800 to 900 meters. The dark regions called lunar seas have nothing to do with the seas on our planet where there is an abundance of water. The lunar seas are mostly almost flat regions covered by basaltic rocks and dark-colored debris. The force of gravity on the Moon is about 1/6 of that on Earth, so a 70 kilograms person on the Moon would only weigh 11 kilograms. You would feel particularly light, but if you were to go to the Moon, beware of easy enthusiasms. You might jump up and never come back down. Why does the Moon always show the same face? The Moon always shows the same face because it performs a synchronous rotation around the Earth. Basically, the Moon revolves around itself in 27 days, 7 hours and 43 minutes, the same time it takes to make a full circle around the Earth. To some, however, it might seem that the Moon does not rotate on itself but only around the Earth. This is wrong. Looking at this image, we see that while the Moon rotates on itself, it always shows the same side to the Earth. If the Moon did not rotate on its axis, as can be seen in the next diagram, we would be able to see its hidden face from the Earth. In this position, for example, Here is its starting position. So the moon turns on its own axis synchronously with the Earth, showing us the same face. The face of the moon that we see from the Earth is called the visible face or illuminated face. The opposite face that we never see from the Earth is called the hidden face or dark face. Here is the hidden face of the moon. The Chinese probe Chang'e 4 revealed that the hidden face has a much rougher and crater-rich terrain than the visible face. Why does the moon continuously change its appearance? The ever-changing appearance of the moon is due to its moon phases and depends on how the sun illuminates the moon and its position. Let us try to explain this in a simple way. When the moon moves in the same direction as the sun at night, the moon cannot be seen. This first phase is called the new moon. After 7 days, when the moon has rotated a quarter of its orbit from the Earth, we can see half of it illuminated. This phase is called the first quarter. It resembles the capital letter D. When the moon is halfway through its orbit around the Earth, 14 days after we started counting, there is a full moon. After 21 days, we are 3/4 of the way through the orbit, and we see the last quarter moon. Even now it looks like a capital D but upside down. If, on the other hand, you are in the southern hemisphere of the Earth, you will see the moon upside down, and even the phases are a bit different. It is a bit like looking at it upside down. After it has completed an orbit around the Earth, the moon returns to its starting position and the cycle begins again. So the moon is always there, but we sometimes cannot see it. The moon is life on Earth. The moon helps to keep the Earth's axis stable, which is tilted at 23.5 degrees pole. The tilt of the Earth's axis of rotation allows us all to enjoy the seasons of its fruits and a temperate, mild climate. Without the moon, and with the current 24-hour rotation period, the Earth's tilt would vary from 0 to 85 degrees. The consequences would be catastrophic. The seasons would become more extreme, which would have enormous consequences for life. Without it, the Earth would rotate much faster and days would last only 6 to 8 hours. The increased speed of rotation would cause winds so fast and powerful that few things could grow. Glaciers would cover the entire planet, except perhaps a small band around the equator. The moon has influenced life on Earth in many ways. Its origin, its appearance, its movement, life on Earth, all of which have fascinated mankind for centuries. This concludes a journey through the world of the moon. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you would like to know more or have ideas for future videos, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and activate your notifications so you don't miss our next adventurous journeys through the cosmos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.